I'm alone in Ottawa, Ontario for the next 24 hours, and I'm gonna follow exactly what Reddit and local Canadians told me I need to do with my time. And believe me, the list is long and we don't have a lot of time, so we gotta get to it. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Ashley. My best friend's actually filming a movie here in Ottawa, Canada. He just dropped us out here in the wild. The city looks gorgeous. There's so much to do. I can't wait. So for our morning cup of joe, we are heading to Little Victory's downtown. I heard this is some of the best caffeine you can get in the morning, so I'm excited. I had the Aussie cappuccino, which is basically just a cappuccino with a little bit of cocoa powder on top. Ironic that we're in Canada getting an Aussie cappuccino. It was so good. I wish I could order this in America. Americans, please bring this to the United States. However, I had the chocolate croissant, which was recommended to me, and it was just pretty stale and pretty basic. I need a real, fresh, out of the oven croissant. I was told to go to the Brown Loaf Bakery down the street about half a mile on Elgin Street, and I really hope this lives up to the hype. Just walking around already this morning, I can tell the city is so freaking clean. I don't think I've seen a single piece of trash on the ground. It's honestly incredible compared to the States. Obviously, Ottawa is the capital of Canada, and there's a lot of government buildings everywhere. You have Parliament, you have City Hall across the street. So if you're kind of like a government history junkie, this is the place for you. The architecture here is kind of like cathedral, and it's really cool. It does feel like you are literally dropped in Europe, and I've been told that Montreal definitely feels like you're in Europe. In our next video, we're actually heading to Montreal, so if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button if you want to see what that's like. So I guess you know bakery is good when they are sold out of their croissants right in the morning. So I actually waited until they had their fresh ones. So this is, oh my gosh, right out of the oven. It's so nice and warm. I feel like this is exactly what I needed this morning. Oh God. This is so good. So buttery. So warm. People are coming in ordering so many.
And then one croissant in a bite.
This is so good. I can't. This is exactly what I needed this morning. You gotta come to Brown Loaf Bakery. All right, I'm bonding with the locals over carbs, and we're playing a game.
Oh, here?
Okay.
Can you see?
Yep, we can see it.
Okay, tell me what hand it's
Oh
in.
shoot. This one?
No. Okay, do it again.
You want pie?
Okay, I'm just gonna go with this one now.
Why?
Because I always pick this one.
So you
and
would
it's-
normally pick that one, so you're
Yeah.
going with the other one. You're right, so that's yours.
All right, guys, before we take off, Yen is making me try this pastry with some apples on top. Oh my God. Who needs poutine when you have the Brown Loaf Bakery? Seriously, this is so good. It is starting to rain here in Ottawa, so I'm going to try to do all the outdoor activities now and then all the indoor activities later today. So right now I am about to rent a bike and ride down near the Rideau Canal. So we are doing the rent a bike right here, and it's right outside the Senate building, right over here on Somerset. And what's really cool is you can just book a self-guided tour of the Senate for free, and they do it all throughout the day until about 5 p.m. during the week. So I just booked one for later today. I hope we can make this all fit. I'm going to try to ride the canal all the way down to Dow's Lake, which looks so beautiful, but I did just get knee surgery 2 months ago, so I don't know. There's supposed to be e-bikes. Yeah, we gotta get an e-bike because yeah, I need an e-bike. I just need it to ride for me. Wow, look how cool the canal looks. So from the Senate building all the way to Dow's Lake, it's about 4 miles. So we'll see if we can make it all the way there. I've heard it's really cool views, and then make it back up and go to the market. I have no idea if we can make it. I don't know how arduous this ride is. I'm hoping it's a nice breezy e-bike ride, but I'm not trying to die up here in Canada, you know? I went with the electric bike. It just seemed like a better option with my latest surgery. Takes it nice and slow. It is assist, so it's not like you can just press a button and it just goes. You do have to pedal, so keep that in mind. But I'm really excited. Harry recommended just going straight down. It goes all the way to Dow's Lake, and he said just get lost. They have a QR code, that shows you where all the bike paths are. So I'm just excited. Let's go for a ride.
Funny how the story goes, little hope but bigger dreams. They try to bring a sucker down, singing louder than the crowd. Listen the rhythm, I'm feeling brand new. Keep pushing forward, it's gonna save you. Never look down, love, not when we shine so bright.
It didn't even take long at all, and we have reached Dow's Lake, and it is so beautiful. Honestly, this whole area kind of reminds me of Seattle, and if I lived here, I could see how this would be a daily routine. The city is so walkable and bikeable, and everyone seems like they're in pretty good shape and they love to be outside. I will say it's kind of winter, spring. It's spring right now and it's freezing on the bike, so if you do want to do this, make sure you have gloves and like that's the one thing. Obviously it's much colder on a bike because of the wind, but I do wish I had like mittens and some ear caps. Perfect time to grab some lunch, and what I've been told here is the number one thing you have to eat here in Ottawa is not poutine, it's shawarma. And so I'm checking out one of the top places that was recommended, and that is Three Brothers Shawarma and Poutine. I do love shawarma. My fiance also loves shawarma, but these dishes look so massive. My backup plan is right across the street. It's Pure Kitchen, vegetarian food and juice bar. And if it's just too much meat, I'm gonna go just slam some juice because that sounds really nice. The big question is, do you have chicken or beef shawarma? So this is the beef shawarma. Dang, that was really good. I don't usually eat beef either. Oh look, my buddy's putting some, is this garlic? Ah shoot, this is chicken. Damn!
Chicken shawarma is the best shawarma. It's the most popular shawarma that you will find in Ottawa.
And do you recommend like having it in a pita? You're making a pita right now?
Yes.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you. You know you make me feel so alive. Can't stop.
All right, the ultimate shawarma test. I like how little it is too. It's not too big. Oh man, that is so good. This is so good. I don't know why I felt like it was gonna be so heavy. Like people talk about these dishes as if they're the heaviest things in the world. You don't need to get a super heavy dish. You could get like a small little pita. This is awesome. This is so good. It tastes kind of like smoky. I love this. This is so good. But my friend here said, I have to try poutine for the first time. Now poutine is obviously a more Montreal thing than Ottawa, but he said people from Montreal literally come here to try their poutine. So setting the bar pretty high. This is my first poutine I've ever tried in my life. I'm so full right now. I don't even know what to expect. This looks so crazy. It's also so hot. Cheese curds, gravy, and fries. First poutine ever. Okay. I actually really like the fries. Cheese curds are so interesting to me. Like the texture is, it tastes like string cheese almost. It's like you have to keep eating it to know like how you feel about it. It's like dating someone, you have to keep dating them to sometimes. Dude, the cheese curds are so good. I just don't like gravy on fries. The shawarma was so good at Three Brothers Shawarma and Poutine. He let me have a little bit of poutine, and it's just not my thing. I don't like gravy on fries. I kind of like the taste of the cheese curds and fries, but I just had a few bites. Just not my thing. I'm interested to try it in Montreal, but I still don't think it's gonna be my thing. I'm just like craving a green juice. It is literally pouring, and I'm just not in the mood to get soaked. So I think we're gonna pivot to the indoor activities on our list. Let's go get our green juice first. Sometimes you just gotta drink what your body needs after meat and poutine. We are energized, ready for our next adventure. Just got to the National Gallery of Canada. This is their big art gallery. I'm so stoked. It's 2:36 though, and the gallery closes at 5 p.m. Most of the museums close around 5 p.m. during the week. So For me, I'm just like, you gotta pick one. That's just my preference, unless you're a museum person. You like to just go from museum to museum. But I'm excited to see some famous Canadian art. Let's go. I'm sitting here and my mind is literally blown right now. I don't know if you can hear that, but I just witnessed the most beautiful piece of art right here at the National Gallery of Canada in Ottawa. It's called the Rideau Chapel. My body is tingling. They have this exhibit inside the chapel and it is all auditory, and it is the most beautiful piece of art and it's all auditory. One of the biggest things that you'll read in like a tour guide to Ottawa is to visit Parliament Hill, but right now it's under construction. The most you could do is just walk by, but again, it's under construction, so it's not even like that big of a sight to see. But if you take a look, it's right behind me, and I mean, it does look really cool. It's like almost like Harry Potter land or like Scotland. I'm sure it'll be really cool once it's all done. Guys, you didn't even know this was a mission, but we just accomplished this other mission, which was finding the giant spider in Ottawa. This is an art display right outside of the National Gallery of Canada. It's crazy. You could actually scan this QR code and you can listen to the author speak about its inspiration. Just to sum it up, it's a giant egg-carrying arachnid cast in bronze, and this was inspired by the artist's own mother and stands as a nurturing and protective symbol of fertility, shelter, and the home. With its potentially terrifying scale, however, the sculpture also incites a mixture of fear and curiosity. Ooh. So for an afternoon coffee, you could go to the Happy Goat, which is actually located inside the National Gallery of Canada, but everything closed at 5 p.m. and we're coming up on 5 p.m. So we're actually gonna go across the street, which was another recommendation by some of the locals, to Elena's Patisserie, and she is from Ukraine. So a lot of the influence is Ukrainian and Russian inspired, and I'm so excited because her coffee and patisseries are supposed to be so good. Ooh, I could use a little pick-me-up. Okay, this mango treat just looked just so scrumptious and like satisfying. I think it's like mango mousse. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so yummy and tart. Such a nice little treat. This is so refreshing. Grab some coffee too, because you're gonna need it after doing that whole National Gallery. It is time to go out in Ottawa, and like I said, we only have 24 hours, so we have to make this night count. There is a sick place, apparently, according to local people here. I don't know, it's called Manor Lounge. That is not just a restaurant, it's not just a night out, I don't know, it's all the things. It's supposed to be a lounge, plus night out, plus escape room, plus cocktails and puzzles and games and human darts. And I'm gonna secretly sneak you guys in and we're gonna see if it's worth the hype. It looks pretty Gatsby, kind of sexy sick, and I'm really excited to check it out. But I hope it's worth the hype because they are very good at marketing if it's not. Manor Lounge is such a cool, dimly lit aesthetic, kind of great Gatsby, elevated, really cool drinks, pretty affordable, cool little like side dishes. We tried poutine again. I'm glad we tried it again because I did not like poutine that last time, and it was so much better this time. The fries were really nice and crispy, and the food was just so good. It's just a great place to go to with friends because there's a ton of games that you could play. So we were playing darts, we were meeting people, having some drinks with people. You could play Jenga. Ottawa is sick. I love how clean it is. I love how it's really walkable. There's so much to do. I would definitely come back. There's so many like little patisseries. It's definitely giving French vibes. It's making me stoked to go to Montreal, which is literally where we're going next. We're about to jump in the car. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you can see our next video. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and put my playlist for all the other travel videos that I've done. So if you're planning your next trip to Paris or Florence, Manhattan Beach, just all these fun places, check out that playlist. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. A biento. Ciao.